I look forward to hearing your stories. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, President Ross. I will now introduce the Chair of SAIT's Board of Governors, Heather Culbert. Ms. Culbert was named a SAIT's Distinguished Alumna in 2003 and was awarded an Honorary Bachelor of Science degree from SAIT in 2014. In addition to her role as Chair of the Board, she is also Acting Board Chair of Export Development Canada and was recently appointed Director of Whitecap Resources. I will now ask Ms. Culbert to address today's graduates.
Good morning. Well done. Hi, like you said, great learning curve with this crowd. Thank you, Mr. Donaldson, President Ross, fellow board members, distinguished guests, members of the platform party, faculty, staff, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Governors, welcome. I officially stand here today representing SAIT's board, but I also stand here before you as proof that your SAIT education will serve you well. In 1979, I was sitting exactly where you are. I was waiting to cross the stage, collect my parchment, and start my career. Today, I'm proud to say that I am the first SAIT graduate to serve as the chair of the Board of Governors. SAIT has had a significant impact on my career. As a graduate of the computer technology program, I gained the hands-on, applied learning necessary for me to embark on a long, rewarding career. A career that allowed me to follow my passion. Had you asked me on my graduation where my career would take me, I likely would have envisioned a successful technology career. Beyond that, I didn't know, but the confidence that SAIT fostered in me helped me go further and took me in directions I could never have imagined. I started as a computer programmer, yes, with that old thing called COBOL, on punched cards, not the USB card, but the thousands of cards you feed in a machine, you know, that type, the do not fold, bend, or mutilate type. Then, of course, debugging code from 5-inch monochrome screens, and then progressing into carting around 5-megabyte Winchester hard drives that were the size of Roombas. I'm not kidding. So things that we've come a long way in our technology escalation here, which is fabulous. My career escalated to working as a systems engineer for NCR, teaching systems engineers across North America about Unix and C programming. That may be a little bit more familiar to you. Fast forward 20 years, ultimately retiring from the energy industry as a senior vice president with a portfolio of responsibilities including human resources, administration, corporate strategy, and of course, information technology. It didn't happen overnight. I worked at it. SAIT gave me the skills I needed to be career ready, and equally important, it helped instill in me how vital it is to never stop learning. Be open to learning new tools of the trade, whether it's a new technology or methodology. Learn from academia, learn from experts, and of course, learn from experience. That is the key to staying current in your field and will allow you to continue to excel in your career and life. I wanted to share with you 3 lessons I've learned on this journey. Number 1, collaboration. Creating a better world requires teamwork, partnerships, and collaboration. It is necessary in all aspects of life to surround yourself with those who inspire and challenge you, and to remain open to other perspectives. Together we can succeed well beyond what we can as individuals. Number 2, work ethic. Be on time, be prepared, be present, and yes, sometimes you have to be persistent, in a nice way. SAIT has given you the tools, and these same principles are applicable throughout your academic career and essential to succeed in the workplace. What I've realized is that finding a career I was passionate about is possible. It made a difference in the success of the organization I worked for and the people that I worked with, and that was extremely satisfying. When you find your calling, and you will, your determination and hard work will pay off. And lastly, relationships. Just take a look around you. This auditorium is full of invaluable connections that you've developed during your time at SAIT. Your peers, instructors, mentors, family, and friends, we are your champions. We are here to offer you guidance and support, and we all want you to see you succeed. Stay in touch with those in your circle and with your fellow alumni. Stay connected to SAIT as your partner in a lifetime of learning and continue to network. The connections you make along the way may prove significant and may just open the next door for your career in your life. I may be the first SAIT graduate to serve as board chair, but I know that I will not be the last. For a century, yes, more than 100 years, SAIT has shaped future board chairs, presidents, instructors, and leaders. You are sitting here right now, ready to make a difference. So when today's ceremony is done, remember to stand tall and be proud of your SAIT education. Be confident in what SAIT has taught you. But are you ready to hear the secret to your success? Believe in yourself and what you can accomplish. And most importantly, never forget where you came from. SAIT, where originals are made. So, on behalf of the Board of Governors, congratulations. It is my honor and privilege to celebrate your accomplishments with you today. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Colbert. I would now like to invite President Ross to present the honorary degree.
It is my pleasure to present an honorary Bachelor of Business Administration degree to Robert Dean Braun. Career spanning more than 30 years in radio, marketing, and corporate communications, he is the quintessential entrepreneurial business owner. He's a tireless volunteer and a longtime supporter of SAIT student success. Proud SAIT alumnus from the cinema, television, stage, and radio program, Dean was also the managing partner, director, and part owner of a national paint recycling company and the owner of a sign and graphics business. He held roles on boards such as the Recycling Council of Alberta, the Alberta chapter of the Canadian Green Building Council, Senate at the University of Calgary, University of Calgary Alumni Association, City of Calgary, and numerous other organizations. Today we present Robert Dean Braun with an honorary degree in Business Administration in recognition of his valued leadership and dedication to Calgary and the SAIT community. Please.
Honorary Bachelor of Business Administration degree to this distinguished Albertan.
On behalf of all assembled here today, I introduce SAIT's newest honorary degree recipient, Robert Dean Braun, and I invite him to address the convocation.
President Ross, Ms. Colbert, board members, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, good morning, SAIT graduates. I say that with a pride and understanding of how it feels to come to the end of this chapter of your life, myself graduating from this great and storied institution back in 1985. What you have earned during your time at SAIT is something that was not given to you. It was earned by you through passion, sweat, tears, friendships, teamwork, and learn and experience from great faculty and staff. Some of you will now be pursuing your dream, testing the waters of something that piqued your interest years ago. Or maybe it's been something of a new and recent passion. Others are concluding an education because you were told this is what you had to do when you finished high school. Maybe it's a means to an end. I'm sure there are a bunch of other reasons that some of you are here today, graduating from SAIT, which in my humble opinion is one of the best post-secondary institutions there is. Regardless of why you came here, be proud of yourself for getting through it and graduating. You've made it, but don't think you're finished learning about your profession, your hobby, your life. The great success stories typically come from lifelong learners. Today is merely the beginning of your next chapter, which is likely an exciting, exhilarating, scary, and/or extremely pressure-filled thought. It's time to find yourself an experienced mentor in the field of your choice, to help guide you through your field of dreams. Find the ever-elusive better paycheck, and start paying your bills, paying down your debt, your student loans. Perhaps most importantly, it's your chance to start giving back to the community who helped get you here. That community is forever expanding and includes your family, your friends, neighbors, both physically and figuratively, your alma maters, which of course includes SAIT, as well as teachers, schools who guided you through the first 12 or more years of your schooling to get you here. The skills you learned at SAIT, your classmates, instructors, and others you meet along the way, along this road that helped get you here, they're the people that will help open doors and find that sweet spot we envy in others who claim that they've never worked a day in their life, but are so very successful. That's the secret. Discover your passion, mold your lessons, and do it from the life around you. Figure out how to make a living from it. Earn respect from those around you by respecting and asking questions of people who have been successful in your chosen field. Listen to their advice. Learn how to separate the good from the bad, or simply the advice that's pertinent to you. Understand what's going on in the world around you by regularly reading a trusted newspaper, paying attention to journalists you trust, and don't shut out those who have a different opinion to yours. You don't have to agree with everyone, but you do have to respect the fact that there are other points of view that will either change your opinion on something or allow you to see a problem from another point of view. What better way to identify upcoming hurdles and challenges than by understanding what's going on around you and knowing there are different opinions that shape your customer, your coworker, your competitor. Expect to fail. Open yourself to the lessons learned from failure. Don't beat yourself up about it. Learn from it. It's the perfect learning opportunity. The worst thing you can do when something doesn't work out and is promising is sit there and agonize over it. Admit your mistake, learn from it, figure out how to fix it, and then move on from it. I'm not really a basketball guy, but I've learned a lot from one of the game's greatest performers, Michael Jordan, who said, "I've missed over 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Look at your failures as opportunities to discover what you're not good at, and either need to learn more about, or find someone to partner with who is better at that task, but lacks the skills that you have. When you leave a job, get laid off, fired, downsized, right-sized, sell your business, close your business, that's the sign to turn a corner and open a new door. Stand tall and walk through it and find your next great opportunity. You've met many people at SAIT who are now a part of your lifelong network and can help you through those tough times. These include classmates, instructors, administrators, someone you met at the gateway at the last pub, or heck, even the life-saving people behind the counter at Tim's. They've all helped get you here and are worth keeping in touch with. Fertilize and nurture your network because you never know when they will be able to help you out. Or better yet, when you can offer help to them. I can honestly say those people are all in my network today and have all offered me valuable support at one time or another over the past 30 years. Don't be afraid to reach out. That's what they're here for. On the flip side, be there for them when they need help. It's what makes you, your classmates, and this institution so much better. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other online social and business networks used today have helped make keeping in touch easy. They allow you to separate your professional from your personal networks, and of course, seek out and nurture new people for both of them. After all, when you succeed, we all succeed. Your success reflects well on all of us and elevates the value of your SAIT education. Finally, I want to leave you with a little nugget from George Bernard Shaw. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Thank you to the great institution of SAIT for bestowing on me this great honor. Thanks to those who nominated and selected me. Thanks especially to my loving family, friends, and others for supporting me through my years. And last, I said I wouldn't get emotional, but I do. This is very emotional, so thank you all. And last but not least, congratulations to all of you, my fellow SAIT alum. Now go out there and do it.
Thank you, Mr. Braun. Well done. I will now ask President and CEO of SAIT, Dr. David Ross, to come forward to present the President's Medal.
While the President's Medal is new to SAIT, it's certainly not new to the Academy. For me, the President's Medal recognizes individual students for their accomplishments as outstanding leaders and volunteers who have demonstrated not only academic excellence, but community leadership. We will acknowledge our President's Medal recipients at our convocation ceremony each year. So, I'm pleased to present our first medal winner and President's Medal Award recipient, Hamza Al-Hakim. Now, Hamza is a student in SAIT's Power Engineering Technology program in the McPhail School of Energy. He has a GPA of 3.98. Yeah, I think that's what He heard about Calgary and the energy industry as a boy growing up in Yemen, and he's a shining example of how international students can thrive here at SAIT. He is the Vice President of the SAIT Power Engineering Club and devotes time to a variety of on and off-campus activities, including assisting Yemeni students with their applications to attend SAIT. Hamza is a leader, a volunteer, and a mentor to other students. So please, join me in congratulating Hamza. Please.
I would now like to introduce two of our students, Derek Peck and Peter Marino, both majoring in the radio, television, and broadcast news program. Mr. Peck recently finished his program and graduated yesterday. Both Mr. Peck and Mr. Marino have been performing since they were very young and formed their band Jumping with Axes in 2010. After their memorable performance at the 2017 year-end gala for their program, we invited them to perform for us during these spring convocation ceremonies. And now, here they are to perform The Future's Right in Front of Me.
future's right in front of me, yeah. I walked alone, I was scared of who I knew that I could be. But there was beauty in the darkest parts of my uncertainty. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. I feel it beating in my heart. The future's right in front of me, yeah. I feel it beating in my heart. The future's right in front of me, yeah. I feel it beating in my heart. I feel it beating in my heart. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me, yeah. And now I finally see the future's right in front of me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Peck and Mr. Reno, for that inspiring performance. It is now time for the presentation of the graduands. Three esteemed members of the SAIT community will be sharing the honor of announcing today's graduates.